Hosted by you/thrower.no2. My wife, 32F, and I, 33M, have been married for 4 years, and we have a 2-year-old. We dated on and off for 3 years before getting married. Last night, she said her ex's name while we were having sex. She gave a strange excuse for it, saying it's a common name, which it is, and that she must have heard it recently. I didn't want to start a big argument with her at that moment, but it has since left me worried about why she did that. For some background, this was a guy she was with for a couple of years before I met her. They met in college and were serious for some time. They had broken up when I met her and decided they were better off as friends. They were friends for years before they dated. When we started dating, he remained in the picture. He was her best friend first and foremost, and I grudgingly went along with it for her. Several months passed, and I finally put my foot down, saying it was too uncomfortable for me. There was some resistance, but she stepped back from him. Every time we broke up, she ended up with him. We eventually reconciled and got engaged. He apparently didn't know this and stopped talking to her. She was devastated, which should have been a red flag. We talked about it, and she said she was happy to have chosen me. Now, after what has happened, I'm tempted to check if she's gotten back in contact with him again. I know she's looked him up on social media because I saw the searches on the laptop. She doesn't know I know that. I don't think she'd cheat, but this guy has always been different for her. Should I confront her? Should I start going through her phone? Or am I just being paranoid? Update 3 days later. Thank you everyone for your help and advice. I did my investigation before talking to her. I went through his social media first, but there was nothing explicitly indicating anything was going on. There were a few mentions of his love in some comments, but that could mean anything. I also looked at the phone bill, and there appear to be calls with him pretty regularly. As for her phone, I was able to access it while she was asleep. She must have forgotten that I knew the code. There was nothing in her texts and no suspicious calls. So she must have deleted them. I did find some apps she tried to keep hidden, like Snapchat and Kik. Sure enough, their conversations were there, along with pictures. I took pictures of all of it on my phone to use as proof. She exploded when we had the conversation and left with our child to stay at her mother's. I contacted a lawyer and am in the process of getting a divorce and figuring out custody. I'm heartbroken and angrier than anything else. I'm angry at her, but I'm also angry at myself for dismissing so many red flags. Edit. The conversations I found confirmed they were having an affair. The pictures included ones they were exchanging, including nudes. Second update 2 months later. I was married to my wife for about 4 years, and we have a 2-year-old. My wife was cheating on me for quite a while with her best friend. I found out after doing some digging. Note, the child is mine. We had our blowout almost 2 months ago, and shortly after that, she moved in with this guy. I've stood my ground and I'm not letting our child go there. I thought there'd be more of a huge fight, but I've had our child primarily, and I'm so grateful for it. Nothing is finalized in any way yet, but I'm just doing my best day by day. I cry every day in the shower, but having my child helps more than I could ever express. I've been no contact with my wife for many reasons since this all started. People love to update me on her, people that knew us, people that were even just my friends. They see something on social media and think I need to know everything. I've tried to say that I don't need to know. It's been creating more chaos for me emotionally. It makes me angry more than anything. One of those good people screenshots some posts/comments on social media, which I can't seem to find myself. Maybe it's been deleted. Anyway, she's pregnant. I hope to God it isn't true, but I got this stupid screenshot of a post he put up with a pregnancy test. What the actual hell? This heartless woman seems to keep stabbing my heart and tearing it into more pieces without any care. I cannot believe I married her. I cannot believe she would be this careless. And why do people keep sending me all these updates? I just want to divorce her and take care of my child. I'm rambling and so pissed I nearly punched a hole in my wall. I needed to vent and say somewhere what an absolutely horrible human being she is. Third update 1 month later. Some time has passed, but I'm just as hurt and angry as I was on day one, the day I discovered that my wife was cheating on me with her best friend, who is a guy. My priority remains my 2-year-old child. Initially, I said he could not be anywhere near my child, but I have since had to relent due to my lawyer's advice. When I kicked her out of our home, she went to him. She has since moved in with him. I still have to figure out how to co-parent with her. For the record, I have my child most of the time. My soon-to-be ex has been okay with that. It bothers me, but I'm also relieved. Shouldn't she want to be with her child? I don't know if she's too busy with her new life or what, but I'm not going to rock that boat. I've cut out anyone trying to give me play-by-plays of her life. I've blocked all her social media and gone no contact. I'm still just as hurt. I feel like our relationship was a complete lie. She's already moved on. Does anyone have tips for navigating co-parenting? Fourth update 1 month later. Since my ex is in a hurry to start her life with her affair partner, we are now divorced. I've also been granted primary custody of our child. She didn't fight it at all and didn't even seem to care. There is a schedule for her to spend time with our child, but I won't hold my breath. I'm happy to be past this stage, but I'm so sad for my child, who is 2. I can only hope I can do enough so they don't notice their mother ignoring them. I plan to keep her social media blocked. I'll admit I peaked recently, and it was all about her and her affair partner. It's disgusting. I do hope that falls apart for her. I'm still angry about that part. I need to keep reminding myself that she isn't my problem anymore. My focus for now is on my child and myself. Fifth update 1.5 months later. I feel like things have settled more. My child and I have established a good routine. I only text my ex-wife regarding our child. She allowed me to have primary custody, and even though I reach out to remind her, she hasn't seen our child. Therapy has been a godsend in helping me navigate this. Imagine my surprise when I received a text from her over the weekend saying she would be stopping by. I thought, wow, she might actually spend time with our child this weekend. Now, I hate that she lives with her affair partner, but I'm not going to impede my child's time with her mother. She comes, and I'm expecting her to pick up our child. No, she's literally just stopping by. The reason? She wanted to tell our child in person that she's having a baby and that they will have a little brother or sister. I can't help but think she believes she's hurting me with this news. Anyway, she says she's busy and has to go. That's it. I was furious but kept it together and let her leave without saying a thing. We went about our day, and I doubt I will hear from her much. It only hurts me because of how unfair this is to my child. I'm still waiting for that relationship to implode, which I hope happens soon. Sixth update 3 months later. Since that last disastrous visit from her, she has had zero contact with our child. I am not standing in the way, but she has no interest. It breaks my heart, but my child doesn't need a narcissist in their life. I have resolved to get out and enjoy nature more. I have some camping trips planned with my kid. I got everything I needed to take them hiking with me too. We have already done some, and it's been enjoyable. I'm still going to the gym, and therapy has been a huge help. Thankfully, I can work from home. I don't try to keep up with her much, but I do hear things. She still lives with him, and they are engaged now. Rumor has it that he has been seen at the local bars more often, complaining about the stress she's causing. One of my friends bartends and has heard him himself. I am at a point where I don't care, but it feels good. Seventh update 8 months later. I've been away from Reddit mainly to focus on my life with my child. There's no real update on her interest in our child. I have not prevented anything, but she is yet to come around. The last time I updated, she was expecting with her affair partner. I received a DM from this affair partner. She had their baby. However, that wasn't the reason for the DM. He found out she's cheating on him. Shocking, I know. This guy has the audacity to turn to me for advice. I haven't responded. I do recognize that his child and mine are half siblings. I do not want to block anything in that respect. However, I am not interested in helping him out either. Things have been settled in my life. My child is happy, and I've been feeling better than I have in a long time. I do not want to get sucked back into her nonsense. Anyway, I just wanted to update that I'm doing well and finding some peace. Eighth update 2 months later. I know it has been some time since I posted any updates. Life has been busy and still is for me. However, I hope others can read my previous posts and this one and see that there can be hope. It has been months since I've had any contact with my ex-wife. I honestly don't know what she's doing or where she's living. She could even be in a different state at this point. I keep sending reminders about when it's her turn to spend time with our toddler, but she hasn't responded to any of those in a long time. As for my life, I recently moved to a different city, though still in the same state. I wanted to be somewhere further from her drama. I felt like where I was living had too many men she had been with, to put it bluntly. My child has been doing great, and we've been regularly going camping, visiting the zoo, and exploring other places. I've gone on a few dates, but nothing came of them. I don't think I was looking for anything serious, just testing the waters of dating again. I don't know if I can say I'm past it all, but I can say I have zero feelings for her. Moving on still feels like a work in progress for me. Ninth update 10 months later. My post history provides a rundown of my situation if anyone is interested. Basically, my now ex-wife abandoned our child to live her own life. I took the advice of this sub and filed for abandonment. Things are good in my life. My kid is happy, and that's all that matters. I'm not dating, but I may change my mind about it. My ex has been on a downward spiral since we divorced. She had another child and left them as well. She's with some new guy from what I've heard. I've also heard she's been using substances regularly. All in all, I am thankful to be away from her. I still grieve my old life, but I feel hopeful for the future again.